Good
I almost
morning.
forgot the clapper this morning.
I know. What were you thinking?
I don't know. I had to run and get it.
Happy July.
Happy July. July 1st came and I said, you can't tell me that half of 2018 is over already. What is
I don't
it?
know. Well, the first couple months we were waiting to get to EYF, and so that
Well, then that flew by.
then, yeah. So
You want to see my new sunglasses?
let's see if they look like they're about the same shape as your granny glasses.
They are. But these are Vogue. Hang on a
Oh,
second. These are
Vogue.
Vogue.
Well, aren't you fancy pants?
And the line is Gigi. Can anybody guess what they look like? Okay, hold on. I'm going to bend down so it'll be a surprise.
Okay, surprise us. I already saw a picture. She sent me a picture. Woohoo! Look at you.
Aren't they cute?
Thank you.
Screenshot. Okay.
That'll be
Anybody
our screenshot.
screenshot? I'm gonna put Gigi glasses. What? You know what? I would. Maybe I need to just invent it. It wouldn't be hard to invent.
What?
Do you know how hard it is to find shaded granny glasses?
Oh, you mean
Out
ones that
on
you
the
can wear
beach.
outside?
You're on the beach and you're winning it. How do you do that? Because you can't see worth a damn.
Yeah.
Because your eyes are bad. And number two, it's so bright. Or you're in the car knitting, and it's really
Mm.
bright and you need sunglasses. What is the deal?
Get
I
on
need
that.
I need granny glasses that tint when it's light and
Well, that's kind of,
other.
I think granny glasses, just in the way that they're not like specific prescription, they're just stepped. They're relatively inexpensive to make.
Yeah.
So once you put that coating that changes, it probably
I
doesn't
would
make them
spend more money. It's better than putting pop Musheks, big old ski
wrap
mask,
around.
wraparound ski mask goggle sunglasses. Bless his heart. And I'm gonna be one of those old ladies that goes outside to put on her big glasses with her
Yeah.
other little glasses.
They look like virtual reality goggles.
Yeah, they do. But the movie things you put on. Before we both burn up and melt in front of the whole world, let's talk about what we're wearing because I want to do a quick change.
Me too. It's
Go.
it's been 100 degrees here in San Diego.
Somebody, I think I saw that somewhere, and I thought certainly not in San Diego.
Yeah.
That would be like Georgia or New Mexico numbers.
We're burning up
What?
figuratively and literally. There's a couple fires going on around here too.
At the end of the world over there? Yeah, well, are you getting any heat from Hawaii? Is the volcano still pouring lava on
No,
people?
it's not
It's
from the
done.
lava.
I know. I figured you guys are closer to Hawaii than I am, so you may feel the heat from there. Then,
Yeah, it's not that close.
okay, not that close. Okay, tell us about your Archer.
I finished my Archer. I don't remember where I was last time. I think I still had a sleeve to do last time
You
we
were
talked. And I finished that and I love
so,
it. I absolutely love it. It's the best sweater ever.
so flattering. I
It's
love the little.
so light and airy and I don't know if you can see.
I like your butt.
You like my butt?
Yes. Oh,
So
it's cute.
isn't it pretty?
And then is the lobby enemy
The
sing.
singles. Oh my gosh. This is my first sweater knit with singles.
I've never knit anything with singles ever.
Really? This
Really?
is
Yeah.
how much I had left of the orange.
Were you holding your breath?
Well, I just kept knitting, 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 knitting until I almost ran out. And I said, okay, I think the sleeves are long enough. And then I did the gray at the end. This is
That's
how much of the second skein of the gray I had. I had quite a bit of the gray left.
mm-hmm. Oh, that's
So Elizabeth Doherty is the designer, Blue Bee Studios. She actually just came out with 2 new patterns. Go check them out. Westerly and Westbound. They look really
they're kind of like
nice.
a real, like a little bit of an A-line T-shirt.
Hmm.
That could be Well, listen to me. Take an incredible designer and say, what could I do with that, and how could I change that up? But I mean, it looks like a perfect staple for a pattern that you could add a little lace at the bottom, or you could do without the sleeves and have it just sort of
add a little stripe here and there. Add a little texture.
Why has Hoagie and Isabel Kramer not called me to help with modifications? I mean, I'm just like the expert.
Yeah, I think they're trying to keep the generalities in mind, the mass public that they try to appeal to. And then there's the couple few like you and me who say, "Ooh, I want to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this." And then
a couple of us.
Well, I don't know. What do you think the percentage is?
I don't know. I think there's, I don't know.
15%?
Mom always said we were special. Is that what you meant? 0.5%. Okay, so I finished my arrow sweater, and
oh, Amy, it looks like it fits you perfectly.
And I did some. There was a couple people that asked what the modifications were, and I did not knit it as long as in the pattern. Let me stand on the chair. Don't tell Ronnie; he'll get mad if I stand on the chair and fall
Don't
off.
stand on the chair too long. It's really cute.
So I changed the lace. Let me hold it up so you don't see.
Tell the story about the lace. Oh, Amy, you're showing your bra.
Oh, was that my bra?
It's okay.
Sorry.
There you go.
Okay, yes, we need to tell some stories, interesting stories about lace. Let's just talk about lace. Okay, so the other modification I did, there's not supposed to be any stripes and there's not supposed to be any lace at the end, but I added 3 stripes, and then of course I had a Wendy stripe. I was really leaning towards that green, and then somebody had said, what would Wendy choose? What would Wendy's personality be? And I thought, certainly not the green and not the purple, but that bright pink pop.
Yeah.
That seen 3 miles away. That's Wendy. Okay, so I started this lace and I took a picture of it in the book that I found it. Debbie said, "You're never going to guess. That's the same exact lace I used for my snowfall socks, right?"
Yeah.
Fall, is that what we call it?
Silent snowfall. Yeah.
I said, "You are kidding me." So then we had another interesting thing. The new sweater, which we're going to talk about, that we just cast on, that lace pattern is in Debbie's new drizzle socks.
Not the whole, well, the little mock cable down the side is the same little mock cable that I put on either side of the middle panel.
I'm really happy with this. I always say this is the last sweater you finish, you say this is my favorite. This is the one, and the other one that I'm going to go change into is probably the best fitting sweater that I've knit for myself yet.
And I think it really makes a big difference to have the short rows at the shoulder. It reduces the amount of fabric if it's a top down that's right here.
And this is some, but I chose the medium, and it does have a good amount of positive ease in it. But what I did do, which I need to do every time, which I'm glad, I figured out, because you could put it on, and I figured out about this is where the sleeve was going to start. So I measured around my arm. I measured my stockinette gauge, and I figured out how many I had to cast on for the sleeve. So I actually ended up casting on for the extra large sleeve and the medium body.
Was your arm opening big enough to fit all those? So you didn't change the pattern of the body to add more depth here?
I think I was only supposed to cast on 76 stitches for the medium, and I ended up casting on 92 stitches for the extra large. And once I blocked it, I mean, it fit. It's not tight. It is form fitting on but it doesn't feel like it's grabbing my arm and tight, and it's perfect.
Yeah. And I wanted to say, someone asked me when I posted this which size I knit. I knit the 5th size. I think she numbers her sizes just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the sample that she knits, all of her samples pretty much, she knits the size 4. And it was a little bit snug in the sleeve, and I just figured, and when I blocked this, I did not do any stretch. I even kind of, because singles, when they get wet, they just want to go, and they, they relax out. So I measured when I tried it on, and I laid it flat when it was dry, I took some measurements, and I knew that once I blocked it, that I didn't want it to be any really much bigger than.
That's a very good point that you say that, because a lot of people feel like blocking you're supposed to stretch. Well, good luck with that. It may fit your husband if you do that. So make sure and also when you're doing each sleeve, and this may be something people are saying, you dingbat, we do that already, but I haven't knit a lot of garments, so I'm learning along the way. When you stretch a sleeve, of course you want to measure, make sure each sleeve is stretched the same amount.
Right.
But when you stretch it wide, it's going to shorten it. So remember that as you're knitting it, to make sure. And it was just, whew, it was perfect the way I mean, it just, when I just relax, it's exactly where I wanted it. So
that's awesome.
And I have, of course, this was Miss Bab's the huge big baby, and I had 3 huge skeins like this, and I still have 1.5 left.
And what's the fiber content in that? Is that like a BFL? I can't remember.
This is, hold on, I've got this is, and I feel so, remember, this is the big baby yarn that Connie and I were standing at Miss Bab's at Rhinebeck last year.
And you both went.
And the one lady reached out, some other lady reached out, and she took it, and me and Connie were standing there going, And she had a whole bunch in her arms, so we just kind of pretended to be looking at, and we didn't see any other skeins like this. And we even went, the second time we went back, this color, I don't think it was the last, maybe it was the last skein. So she put it back, and Connie and I both grabbed it. And I assumed Connie was grabbing it for me, and she was assuming I was grabbing it for her. We both wanted this one skein.
You should send that other leftover.
I should.
Connie,
let me know if you want the rest of this. It's like half of there's 1,700 yards, 1,750 yards in this huge thing.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's plenty left.
She could make a whole sweater out of that.
Good. She's tiny. Let me see. It was made from superwash blue faced luster.
Yeah, BFL. That's what I thought. But it's really soft, isn't it? It's not.
Yes, it's very soft.
Provence.
And then the blue is Adriana, Fiber Addict. Her and her daughter are playing around with dyeing, and I don't know that they are selling it. They should, because it's incredible. This was, we did a little swap package, and this was called Tahitian Getaway, is this blue. So
turned out great.
Okay. Do you want to press pause so I can go change?
Okay. And I'll change and put a t-shirt on too, because it's going to be too hot.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, we're back. I felt like a celebrity doing a wardrobe change there for a second. I didn't have anybody helping me. Not that I needed any help. Remind me of the name of the pattern. Dulce something niente. Hold on. Wait a minute. Maybe I have it. I have it. Okay, so thank you for everybody for translating. It's the sweetness or softness of doing nothing. So it's like hooray for laziness, and that is, didn't I say dulce remind me of ice cream?
Yeah.
It is sweetness. Okay. That's the name of the pattern. By Marcella Chang. And
Marcella
Chang.
Chang, yes.
And you can the pattern is sold in a kit with Chili Knits, which is Connie's Chili Knits. Does she have a website?
Chili Knits.
Certainly nobody is selling on Etsy anymore, which remind me, I've got a story to tell you. And Trey Liz is the other dyer who is doing kits for this sweater. So I just did a couple modifications on this one too. Okay, I didn't knit it as long. I knit the sleeves shorter. I changed the lace pattern, just took a couple of the pearls away and did knits. And instead of doing ribbing, I did just one row of
10, just 10 modifications. Just 10, that's all.
That's all.
Okay, now you got to come up close to the camera and show the lace. It's really pretty.
So this is actually 2 repeats of the lace, and I did one little repeat of the lace and did a mock I-cord bind off. That's what I call it, where you do reverse stockinette and it curls over.
Yeah. So pretty. Love it. And the bottom's the same. The bottom follows the pattern because I cast on the bottom and started knitting the
Debbie
bottom.
did that part.
I didn't modify it because it was supposed to be a test knit.
Look
It's
at
so
this.
cute, Amy. I know, I saw that.
It's kind of cool.
But that was even alternating skeins, right?
Yeah. Rose.
That's so crazy.
So I love it. This is the other thing that I think fits. I mean, it was just perfect. Genius, ladies. And this is in the Flowering Desert colorway from Chili Knits.
And that's the color that she has in the kit.
Yes.
It's a beautiful, soft, sandy, warm, sandy tan with little pops of all the colors of the rainbow in there.
To like a neutral, it has a pink
under. It's like a peachy undertone.
And I have, okay, she sent me 4 skeins.
I think 4 altogether.
Yep. What happened to the ball? Oh, man. I have 1 full skein left.
Does that have nylon in it, Amy? Could you make socks out of that?
Yeah. It's 85-15.
Ooh, that would make the cuddliest socks. My gosh, Connie. I just bought some of her yarn, with the, she's not going to carry the base anymore, so I figured I needed to get some.
What?
It has I want to say it has alpaca in it. Not alpaca.
Is it some mohair?
Maybe it's some.
Okay.
Got some mohair or something, but it's a yarn that you can use for socks, but it's not the standard merino nylon. And she's not going to be carrying it anymore in her shop, so I thought, oh, I'll just have to go over there and get a couple skeins.
Okay, so we have got some admin things to talk about.
Yes. And we didn't even introduce ourselves. Do we need to introduce ourselves at this point? It's a little late. Okay. Thank you for viewing if you're new to our show. You found us through somebody else, so you already know who we are. Hello.
Debbie, Amy, California, Georgia, younger, older, same thing, right?
Okay, yeah. Close enough.
Close. Especially the last part, close enough. Okay, so this is what I did. I decided to do what Hohi did when she said the wrong date to close. Okay, so we had 42 final entries from the last podcast when I said it would close. And then we had 51 at the very end. So I'm going to pull 2 final object thread winners and 1 chatter thread winner for the mystery knit along for the
there were like 9 more people that snuck in there at the end. Okay. So what the minimum number's 2 and the
42. And my secretary is ready. Go.
Generate.
2 to 42.
12.
Number 12. Okay. Shall I look it up? Make sure it's not one that Debbie, I just saw your list. Text to me.
What
Debbie
did I say?
Usually gives me a heads up. She's like putting on my makeup, almost ready. So when I texted her earlier that I was up and ready, she says, well, I just got up. It'll be a little while. I said, okay. So I just stuck on a little house coat something and was knitting. And then she's like, okay, I'm ready. I'm like, geez, thanks for the heads up. I got to go get dressed now. And I ran into the bedroom to get dressed, and she texted me, which I just saw right now, knitting in the nude. No, I wasn't knitting in the nude, but sounds like a pretty good idea, though. Okay, groups. All right, let's look. Number 12 of the finished object is, hold on, I got to go back to the first page, most likely. Oh my gosh, you guys, these.
Are you in the chatter thread? Oh no, you're in the finished object thread. Okay.
Finished object. This is, okay, so the winner of the one, SCR, and this is going to be the big prize. I'm not going to tell what it is. I've started gathering things. TNO. Okay, it's SCR1 TNO. I love this blocked and tassel. The hedgerow yarns, luxury alpacas, so it is very soft and squiggly.
Oh, that's pretty.
That pretty?
Yeah.
So let me Let me just, if I hit her name, let me see if we have a name. She lives in the UK. Her name is Sharon. Congratulations, Sharon.
Yay!
Yay. Okay. All right. You'll be getting a little something in the mail probably by next week. Okay, so the next one we're going to generate 2 to 51.
So I thought we got a winner from the first group.
This is the FO group, finished object.
We didn't
all.
already
No.
draw.
We were going to, and then the next podcast,
Oh.
well, let's wait until next. And you said, well, that's not fair. And because people said, I stayed up all night to finish it.
Well, that was in the first 42, so that's good.
Right.
Okay,
So
51.
Yes. Now we have to add the other group.
28.
28. Okay. Oh, wow. That's okay. Number 28. Hold on. Let me see. It may be on the next page. It is. S.K. Hoyt.
Oh, she's a regular on our group.
I finished this. The lighting is very good, but I'll make tassels, take better pictures tomorrow to replace this one. Oh, it's the same one. It just one is in better lighting than other. Oh, isn't that pretty? Okay, S.K. Hoyt is, I recognize.
Yeah.
Her name is Sharon. This is Sharon.
2 Sharons.
Huh? Yeah, it is. I think we've met her. She looks familiar to me.
Yeah.
She lives in Eastern PA. Yay, Sharon! Congratulations. Okay, now we're going to go to the chatter thread, which had.
Oh, I didn't know I needed another one. Hang on, I got to get it up again.
We need to do 2 more because the enchanted socks pattern from Naomi.
Oh, right. Okay, so what's the chatter thread?
Chatter thread. There was a lot of chatter. 2 to 383.
Wow.
A number I can find easy.
Sorry. 246.
Number 246. Okay, so
it's probably like
almost the last page, middle maybe.
Yeah, a couple pages from the end. I think there's about 50 entries per page, or 25. I can't remember. It's a pretty close to an even number that's easy to visible.
Okay, it's on page 10, just FYI. Not that you guys need to know that. Okay, 246. We have to pull again.
Is that Sharon again?
Sharon again.
Okay.
What is the likelihood of that?
Well, I told you she's one of our active ladies in our group. I love that we have people that are real active in our group. That makes me feel like we've got real friends out there. What was the number again? 2 to 380? 383?
Yep. Boy, she ought to buy a lotto ticket. She got lucky twice.
231.
Okay, same page. Patty K. Knits. Patty K. Knits is Patty in Toledo, Ohio. Patty K. Knits. Congratulations. I will get you guys. I'll let you know.
Do you need me to send anything, Amy? I've got a bin over here of.
No, I've got stuff here.
Okay.
I've got a couple Mr. Indigo's bags left, and some of the skeins that Jason and Hannah sent me.
Okay.
They're gonna go out in the world, and Melissa sent me the cutest grouping of stitch markers. They're all silver, has a train and a mouse and yarn.
Oh.
And, which is perfect for our. I think I've got one for you, Debbie, too. Don't worry. So anyway, thank you for the people who have sent some stuff especially for this giveaway. Thank you.
Yay.
Okay, let's give away the Enchanted Socks pattern by Naomi Buchanan.
Okay.
2 through 95.
95. 16. One of the early birds.
Okay, let me pull up that. Come on, people. Okay, Enchanted Socks. number 16, page 1. No. Okay, let's see. Merlin Magic 21.
Merlin Magic?
Her name is
That's
Connie from
that's
Minnesota.
Carol?
Connie
Connie.
from Minnesota.
She's one of my test knitters of my sock pattern.
Oh, really?
Yes.
She won the sock Enchanted Socks.
Connie, oh good.
Let Naomi know. Congratulations, everybody. Okay, great.
Yay. So now that we're talking about group stuff, let's keep on that for another minute.
Oh, yes. Let's do that.
Did you get a message from Sarah?
Okay, yes.
Stevens? Okay.
Okay, so she's doing a Harry Potter Advent.
Yes.
It has 24 20-gram minis and one full skein and little extras to go with that. And she's at gracelinwool.com.
And she sent us a coupon code for 10% off for our viewers. HP Advent 2018.
And there's her website. Am I pointing at the right thing?
Yep. Yep. gracelinwool.com. Thank you, Sarah.
Oh, thank
She's
you.
So
That's
sweet.
awesome. That was very, very sweet. I also was gifted from Devixta, Vicky. She has a new beautiful pullover.
Yes.
Looks easy. A pullover pattern. And it's called Potluck Pullover. And she's giving us 2 to give away since there's 2 of us.
She is?
Yeah.
We can pull 2. Okay, well, we'll have to create a thread. So if you're interested in... Okay, so this is my thought on that pullover. Great way to use up your leftovers because it's a stripy pullover. You can make it short sleeve or long sleeve, I believe, she said, right?
Yep.
It's a great basic top-down recipe that you can use. I'm pretty sure it's fingering weight, too.
I think it is.
Well, intended to be like a summery kind of light t-shirt kind of thing. But you could use this as a base and do, look how cute. It's got a little bit of like an A-line, I think A-line shape where it's just real comfy and not complicated, super easy.
So cute.
Thank you, Vicky.
It says great for first-time knitters. And looks like the neck is perfect for me.
Yeah, not too tight, not too small.
Not too up and not too big. Okay, so we're going to open thread for that. And Jen also sent us another pattern to give away. Jen Sheelan.
Yes.
Springtime Melody Shawl. Let me pull it up and show you.
It looks beautiful. Ooh.
I love it. There's some little like diamonds.
That looks different than the one I saw on the pattern page for Ravelry. I didn't realize it was 2-color diamond like that. How pretty is that? Ooh, that purple and green together.
I know, that's
cool.
So I'm going to open another thread. So the next time we podcast, we'll pull for Vicky's pullover and we'll pull for Jen's Melody. Thank you, guys. Thank you, both of you. And if there's any other designers that want to give away a pattern or want us to do a little thread or something, just message me or Debbie. I'm Indigo Amy on Ravelry, and you're Debbie Reese, no S, right?
Right, Debbie Reese, just with a Y and a C on the Reese part. Okay,
so is that all the admin stuff?
I think it is. I want to send a shout out to Sarah in Houston. Her name on Ravelry is Sarah in Houston. When she saw our last podcast, she said, I have a set of Flexi Flips that I just didn't really like, so I'm going to send them to you.
Oh, you got some.
Yes. So she sent them to me to try out. And what?
They're the size you use?
They are 2.25 millimeter.
Good.
And Amy, I think this pointy tip looks pretty pointy.
Yeah.
You said it didn't. You said it didn't seem real pointy?
It is pointier than the dull side, but I wish it was a little pointier.
Okay. Well,
sometimes a little bit of splitty yarn, you need it just a little more dangerous.
I have a pair of socks that I knit one at a time, and I finished one, and the second one has got the second sock syndrome going on for me. So I'm going to put these on there.
Out, and there'll be two different sizes in the end since you use two different methods. No, it's
No, this will
all right.
this will be because
Yeah,
I have it on Magic Loop right now, so this will be
yeah.
very
Oh,
similar.
I think you'll like them, Debbie. You just have to put one in your mouth while you're turning your work.
Yeah, but the only thing is you can only do one at a time, and that's where I kind of go, okay, I did one, I'm done, and then I don't need to do any more.
You need to have two different pairs going at
That's a good idea. So thank you, Sarah in Houston. You were very sweet to send these to me. I know they're not cheap, and if I don't like them and I don't use them, I will definitely pass them along.
Yes.
Share the love.
Share the love.
Now we get to talk about yarny and knitting.
Yes, Mom has been saying, when is it going to be? When is it going to be? What's taking y'all so long? She's given us the gift of gab, so it's her fault anyway.
Do you have any finished objects other than your sweaters?
No, but let's talk about Dad since we're talking about Mom. He was, this is a week or two ago, Mom was saying, you know, your daddy, since he finished his cross stitch, he was just sort of itching. He says, I need a new project. I was like, wow. So he decided to, Mom gave him an in-service on Ravelry, showed him how to peruse Ravelry, how to find patterns, how to look at the 60,000 hat patterns on there, how to save them. I know. Well, he didn't drown down the rabbit hole. He did come back up, and he is doing a cabled hat.
I heard about that. I did hear about that.
After he knits 25 inches for the brim in just rib, then he gets to start the cables. So that'll be fun.
Oh
I can't wait to see it. I told him maybe he needs to open his own Instagram account, because if the Knitting Nana has one, the Knitting Pop must have one.
I agree. Okay. I was thinking about going up there this afternoon, so I'll get on that. I'll see what I can do there.
Oh, they're going to be fighting over that iPad big time.
Someone's birthday is coming up soon, so maybe we'll just have to do another one.
That's right. Okay, so since I finished Connie's and Marcella's sweater, and I finished my Arrow sweater, the next thing that should go back on my needles is my Tegna, but it's not. So we decided to cast on, Debbie and I decided to cast on the heaviest yarn and heaviest sweater for the dead of winter in July, when it's 90 and 100 degrees where we live. Perfect choice. And there is a story behind why we're doing this now, but we cannot say anything. Mom is the word.
Secrets.
Okay. Secrets will be told when it's time.
Yes.
So let's show everybody. I have printed off mine. Let's show everybody what pattern we decided to cast on this week.
Well, I haven't cast on yet because I was finishing other projects.
We did the swatch.
Yes. Okay, so someone's got to help us. Is it Ailey's? How do you say it? Put the name so you can...
S-E-A-S, it'd be C's, so maybe it's Ailey's.
Is that what I said?
Yes, Ailey's.
Oh, Ailey's. I love it.
By Isabel Kramer. Very talented. I told Debbie, I said, her swatches look like a piece of artwork. Debbie says, that's your swatch. I said, I've already unraveled it. It's being knit now. Because I'm like, Mom. Mom's like, I'm very stingy. I said, you pull out your swatches. She says, yeah, a lot of times I do.
I'll just keep it till the end. If I need it, I'll unwind it then.
That's true. So
I started with an 8 needle because that's what you started with. And the pattern calls for a 7.
Yeah.
And this is a 7 up here, and this is an 8.
Now, did you get a perfect gauge with a 7?
I got a good gauge. Like this is 4. So what I did, okay, I'll tell you what I did. I did 3 stitches of garter. Then I did 1 stitch of stockinette. Then I did the number of stitches that should be gauge. Then I did 1 stitch of stockinette and 3 stitches of garter. So when I block this, I put my little blockers on the inside edge of the garter, and I stretch the stockinette until I lay my ruler down and get gauge in between those first stitches of stockinette.
Oh.
And so I can kind of tell to get 4 inches, how much do I have to stretch it to get 4 inches versus this one, how much do I have to stretch this one? Well, this one, I was almost like, oh my gosh, like I can't even stretch it. I almost have to squish it together a little bit to make sure it doesn't stretch too much. And this one, I just had to just barely.
But then when it's dry and you have to take it off, if it doesn't go zing and come back, then you have to look at it then, right?
Well, it zings back a tiny bit, which means that I have plenty of room to give it a good tug when I do block it. And because of the size I'm making is 1.5 to 2 inches bigger than my size, like my measured size, I think that's perfect for the ease that you're supposed to have. And then my yarn has silk in it too, and I think silk has a tendency to relax and stretch out.
Okay, before you tell us about your yarn, and this is just because I don't understand when people say this. I know what positive ease is. It said pattern picture was knit with 3 inches of positive ease. What does that mean? Like the model's measurement
is 3 inches smaller than the sweater that they,
Oh.
So you can kind of see what it looks like with 3 inches of positive ease. It's not like super baggy, but it's, it's just comfy. Because 3 inches is not a lot.
Because what happened with me is my swatch, you were supposed to be 20 stitches per 4 inches.
No.
18 stitches per 4.
Yeah.
When I did it in a size 7, I had 20 per 4 inches.
So was that after you stretched it a little bit?
It was before I even stretched it. That was just relaxed, not even doing anything with it.
So that's right. So that's too many. So when you stretch it, you get less.
Well, I ended up going up to a size 8.
Okay.
Needle. Then I was perfect gauge. But what the size I'm knitting is exactly the measurement that I am. So I'm hoping with the increased needle size that and a little bit of a stretch, it will just have maybe an inch or an inch and a half of positive ease. It won't be form fitting.
Right. And remember, the rest of your body isn't as proportional to your bust size. Your bust size is bigger than like the rest of your body. So it may be a little bit snug at the chest line.
I never button a cardigan all the way up. I always start to button a cardigan like just below my boobs. Probably because no cardigan fits me up at the boobs. Is that why I do that? Mom's probably saying that's why.
That's why.
So it should be okay. So let's talk about your yarn. These are EYF purchases. These were thought out exactly for this pattern. Oh my gosh.
I'm getting a little bit of glare. But it's Eden Cottage yarn. This is her Titus DK.
It's a beautiful icy blue. It looks a little greener.
It looks a little greener. It is got a little bit of a greenish.
No, gray.
Oh, gray. And then it has these like, I don't know if you could see right there, little pops of like tan. See that little brown speckle? See right in here? I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah. It's so pretty.
And this has 75% merino, 25% silk. So it's got a really high silk content. There's 100 grams, 245 yards. And I have 6 of these, so I should have plenty. Beautiful.
I think I got 5 of mine. Okay, so
you may have a little more yardage in yours.
There were some booths at EYF where we had interesting conversations. We had so much fun at this booth. I don't know what it was. I don't know who the guy was. This is the husband, I think, right?
I think he was younger. I think he was.
He was sitting at this table that was mounded full of yarn.
He was pulling the yarn out from below.
And I said, "You're not going to be able to have lunch. She's not going to feed you lunch until you sell everything on the table." He's like, "Uh-oh, I better get cracking." Okay, so midwinter yarn.
232. What did I say mine had?
270.
245.
Okay.
Oh,
And
yours
it's
has 270 yards?
no, I thought you had said 270. Mine's 232.
That's meters. So in yards, that would be 250 some yards, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
so about the
Jamie,
same.
you want to see the color?
Oh, it's so beautiful. It's like a rustic.
Yeah, it's a kind of between a paprika and not so bright, but a rust, sort of a ginger. If you could make a cookie with rust, paprika, and ginger, it would look like that. But you wouldn't want to eat it because it has rust in it.
Well, isn't it? It's kind of heather too. Like there's multiple colors in there, it looks like. If you look at it really close.
Yes, and it's maybe two or three of this general overall color. If you look very, very
Mm-hmm.
closely, there's little like strands of light. It's
Mm-hmm.
just so beautiful.
And I'm
So
sorry, what was the fiber content?
it was 100% Welsh wool, blue face luster plus black BFL.
Ooh,
Black and blue, 100% Welsh wool.
black and blue BFL. Pretty. Ooh, that's going to be so toasty.
When we first picked up the skein, when there's no nylon, it feels woolly. But then, and now that I'm knitting with it, it doesn't really feel as woolly as it is in the skein. I don't know why that is. But they had a sweater. I'll tell you what, this would sold me. I would have not bought it had they not had a sweater knit.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt that sweater. It was so soft.
Soft.
What it feels like after it's blocked and washed and worn a couple times. It was so soft. And I
Yeah.
thought, well, that sold it. So all of you people that have maybe some woolly yarn, it might be worth making a little sample of something and washing it so people can feel it. That's what sold me on it. So I cast on Friday night. And I told Debbie was saying this morning, I said, well, I'll just work on our sweater. I said, I'm almost done the body. And she's just like, and I was just kidding, but you better slow down and knit on something else, or it's not going to be a knit along. It's not going to be fun if we're not working on it together. Okay, so that's what I have. Okay, so there's the back.
Oh my gosh, Amy, you've got far.
And then you have to stop because then you have to do the fronts. I'm almost ready to connect under the arm. So then I'm working on the left front.
Gosh, Amy, it goes so fast because it's DK.
It does.
Oh, look at that little cable.
Starting.
That looks so good.
And then the other side, the right front's already done. And I had to put it on waste yarn.
Oh my gosh, Amy, that's going to be so cool. I got to catch up. You need to knit on something else.
I know I've got a whole bunch of socks, including my crew socks that aren't done yet, and about 3 or 4 other socks in different various stages, which that usually doesn't happen. But today is Sunday, so this Friday the 13th, actually Saturday morning, Ronnie and I are going to run away to the beach for about 4 or 5 days before Sky gets back from her trip with her dad. So I think I'm going to, and who wants to sit on the beach with BFL sweaters on their laps? I'm probably going to take just my bag of socks and try to get some of those done.
Okay.
That'll give you.
And next week, not this week, but the following week on Wednesday is when we're going to drive up to Susanville to see James's parents and niece and sister.
On the 18th?
So on the 18th, right?
Day before Wednesday.
Right. And my mother-in-law's birthday is the same day as Wendy's birthday, so we'll be up there for her birthday.
Camel City Dye Works, and I think there's somebody else. Any of you watchers, leave a comment. Let us know if you're a July birthday or if you actually have a birthday of Wendy's, which is July 19th.
Yeah. Okay, so we skipped over finished objects because I have more than my arrow sweater. I finished 2 other things since our last podcast. So I finished my chunky socks that I kind of made into slipper socks a little bit.
I love that. How do you like the garter bottoms?
They're really cool. I mean, I haven't worn them yet because I wanted to show them on the podcast, but trying them on.
They seem like they'd be slippery. I don't know why I think that, because it's not like you've done anything different to the bottoms other than make it in garter. So it should be more spongy, right?
Yeah, I think I tend to think that it's going to be a little bit squishier and spongier than smooth. So what I did was I started with this red, and these were going to be the Galliano socks, and then the pattern didn't show very good with the
Maybe it wasn't.
yarn. So I decided these should just be vanilla. Then I got down to where I wanted to put the heel in, and I've been starting, even with the Fish Lips Kiss heel that's not garter, I've been doing this slip stitch at the top of the heel to help kind of draw it in and tighten it around the Achilles to keep the heel on. Not that the Fish Lips Kiss heel slides down or anything, but I don't know. I just think it's a neat little thing. And then I decided I was going to put it in a garter heel. I did my first Fish Lips Kiss heel garter, and then I decided just to continue the garter all the way down.
It looks so cool. And
It's
it
funny.
almost gives, it's really interesting to see the yarn, see the garter ridges next to the stockinette, because it gives it, you see so much more of a 3D texture, probably because of some of those purl rows, you're purling something that has a color it's just probably that.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so neat.
And then I just did my regular wedge toe, just decrease every other round down to, and this is a heavier sock for sure. Heavier sock weight. So that's
I love
top.
it.
So because it's a heavier weight and I did 64 stitches to start, this top part is definitely a little bit looser, just snug. I mean, kind of like a slipper would be, not super tight. So
Yeah.
along the side of the foot, as I went down, I decreased, one on either side. First I decreased 2 on the bottom, then I decreased 2 on the top, and then bottom, and then top, and then I did the toe. So you can kind of see it does get skinnier, as it goes down.
How does it fit?
It fits great.
Good, then it'll fit me perfectly.
And this is how much yarn I had left. This is Primrose Yarn Company. I bought this in Rhinebeck on our second trip to Rhinebeck. And it's her heavy zigzag sock or something like that. You can look on my Ravelry page.
Is it more like a sport? Wait, is it a sport?
It's a 3-ply kind of heavy fingering, I think she says. I don't think she calls it sport, but...
Well, you had quite a bit left.
And then I have this big whole skein of the red still.
You gonna do the Galliano in the red?
No, I started Galliano socks with different yarn. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I may do another pair of socks with these as heels and toes. I think it would look cute.
I think it would look cute. You got plenty there.
Yeah, I think so. So that's one finished object, my socks. And then I have another, well, I guess it's not 100% finished, but I can show you. I finished all the Hexies on the Hexie blanket last night.
You mean you didn't finish all the Hexies, you finished putting them all together?
I finished putting them all together. And now I have to decide and figure out what I'm going to do with the border.
I can't wait.
Okay, you ready?
Oh my gosh, Debbie. Wow. Now what are the measurements, length and width?
I don't know. I haven't measured it yet. It's this wide and it's this long.
The engineer hasn't measured it yet? Debbie.
I haven't laid it down. Before I gift it, I'm definitely going to do that because I know I'm going to be making more of these. I absolutely loved making this. Loved making this blanket.
So pretty.
I don't know if it was just a combination of all the different colors I used. I used 11 different colors for the centers, and then I added the gray to put it together. And
so what are you going to do with the border?
So, and I learned a lot on this blanket because next time I do it, I'm going to make this straight edge, relatively straight edge. I'm going to make the side of the blanket instead of the top and the bottom, so that this goes down the side and then the top and the bottom can be, a little bit wavier. But I didn't.
I think you should take the gray and where it's more on the side, the one that's more, I think you should fill in those holes a little bit.
With like a half hexie?
Yes.
I don't know how to do that.
You can figure it out. Then it'll be the same.
Then
It
it'll be
seems
a
like
lot of gray though.
it's okay, but it seems like those flop over.
Not
Or
once
take
I
them
put
right.
more of a border on. I think once I put more of a border on, it'll lay flatter.
You're gonna put a thicker border in those in the bottom part?
No, I wasn't going to. I think it'll look weird if there's big gray half circles here. So anyway, what I think I'm going to do, I'm either going to pick, where is it? This bright teal that's on the outside here, either that teal or maybe this blue that's in the center, this just regular,
Oh, I think you need to do the teal.
and go around and then put gray after that.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to try a couple different things. I'll
Yeah.
audition a couple
How,
different things. I'll take
how,
pictures. I'll put it on Instagram. You guys can tell me what you think.
now, the other people have made this project, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
How have they finished it off? Or have they?
Some
What
have just used their connection color and just gone around a couple times.
Okay. So they do
That's what most people do. Most people just take the connection color and do like one more round, double
yeah.
crochet around the edge and just let it be.
So pretty, Debbie.
Thanks. So I've been dream planning my next one.
Yeah, she texts me. I wake up one morning and it says, "Do you have any? Do you have?
DK?
You have 17 skeins of DK you can dye for me?" I'm thinking, what are you talking about? Dyeing 17 skeins of DK? She could make enough blankets for the battalion.
That would make like a twin size bed.
All right, so what are you deciding? I told her no, I don't have 17 skeins of DK. So what are you deciding?
Well, my dream, I'll show you. I sent a picture and I'll put it up here because I don't know if I'm going to do this. I don't know if it's
I saw a bunch of Lolos put together.
it's a hell of a lot of money. Yes. If I did a Lolo blanket, blues and greens and some gold and gray, it would be gorgeous. But that's a lot of money, all of those skeins.
And YOLO.
I know, YOLO. So I could buy like 3 skeins now and 3 skeins in a couple months and 3 skeins and just kind of, not that I couldn't afford to do it all today. I could go out there, I could do it all today, and who cares, right? It's only money.
Right.
But then I think about all of these skeins I have up here, and I think I could pull, but these are all fingering. They're not DK.
You hold two together, then you eat up more of them at one time.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
You could have like a mark.
I didn't think of that.
Lolo's hating me now. She's like, Amy, if you would have just shut up, she could have bought all those from me. Then you could use it. Then you can get a couple skeins of Lolo for the connection color. Okay, so I'm not saying why I'm coming for the whole reason, but I'm going to be making a trip to California the end of September. Let's work on that when I'm there. Maybe I have to come to your house for one day.
Okay. And then I have to recalculate. Well, I guess if you hold 2 fingering together, it's more like worsted, right? It's not like DK.
It's supposed to be DK, double knitting. DK is supposed to be double knitting, 2 fingers.
Okay, maybe it is DK. So then I have to figure out how many colors I have that go together. And I have a lot of colors in this. I could reuse some of these.
Yes, and I think the outside band of the Hexie, point to one, like one's yes, like the yellow, I think needs to be maybe one of your solids, and the marled needs to be the center, and keep that consistent like that, or the other way around.
Just depends on how scrappy you want it to look. I'll show you one of the scrappy ones that just is so gorgeous in my mind. I can't even.
Remind me of the name of this pattern. It's on Ravelry.
It's called Hexie Love Actually.
And actually is part of the pattern's name. Hexie
Yes.
Love Actually. Which is interesting.
Let me see.
Debbie tried to get me to jump down that rabbit hole. I just stepped right over and kept on walking.
because, let's see, give me a second. Talk about something. No. I can find it really quick here because I have it.
Okay, so I will talk about, I'll show you my bag of unfinished socks.
Okay.
Tell me when you're ready. Okay, so this is Artistic Lily Grape Soda. Debbie cranked and she had leftover, so I knit a
Shorty.
A shorty, and I'm still working on that. Okay, that's one. I've got some more of Connie's yarn called Bright Lights. I knit a new pattern. I've got a whole, it's going to be called Loitering Rib Socks.
Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, the purple with the spots of purple is so cool.
Yes, and so I've got that one. Okay, so that, you want to help me count? Okay, so that's two. Two socks. Dad was talking about how he had so many socks going, and Mother was like, kidding me? We should, okay, Tegna's in there, sorry. I can't keep track of all of my bags. Okay, then I have, okay, that's two. Then I have my cruise socks, which are almost done.
You haven't finished those? Finish those first. Come on.
That's three. Okay, keep count. That's number three.
Okay, three.
Now my Aunt Jan's bag, one of my favorite bags in the world.
Love that.
So I have this long tube that I knit
when we were at EYF.
So that's needs to be a pair of socks. So that's four. I've got the second one. This is another quarry fiber.
I would go crazy if I had this many socks on the needles and not finished.
That's five.
Oh my gosh, Amy.
We up it to five. And then the one ugly sock in the world that I knit coming back from Europe. That's six. I've got 6 sock whips, you guys.
Oh my gosh.
That's just sock, and that never happens to me. I usually have one pair. One or two pair that I'm doing.
Okay, I love this one.
Okay, did you find what you're supposed to be looking at?
I like this one. She's not looking, you guys.
And I'm putting all these back in my chair. Oh, wait a minute. 5. Okay, hold on a second. I've got another pair I found.
7? Amy.
This is like a worsted weight sock for Jared. That's 7, people. 7.
Oh, here's an interesting border. Oh my gosh, you're going to die.
Hey, let me see. What I just said, what I told you to do, right?
Look at the side. Look at the side.
The brilliant genius. Not that funny, really.
I don't know how she did it, though. Okay, no, wait. Let me find the one that I really like. Here it is. It's by Pink and Green. She finished it in May 2006. 16, sorry. It's beautiful. Okay, let me get to the good picture. Look at that.
So at the bottom,
see how she has it at the bottom? She just did like these waves.
Yeah. I don't care for that. Looks like it's missing a couple at the bottom. That is beautiful. Look how the white ones just, it's almost like it's a twinkles, the white ones. I think you need to do one like that, Debbie. I think we need to do a marled Hexie love.
She, she had like 25 colors or something in this.
Well, it's okay. You can use one color only for one. Like, don't repeat the same marled. How about that?
Well, I mean, you know how many minis we have?
A lot.
I could hold my minis together double.
And you can do two Hexies the same. That's the only thing in the whole blank. You've got to find those 2 Hexies the same. That'll be your Wendy Hexie.
Well, that's a good segue because I'll tell you a funny story because I was rearranging and arranging and rearranging these because the dimensions still weren't right. And so that's why now I have another, like the top doesn't match. You see how it kind of goes like this?
Yeah.
Because I had to bring another one on the bottom up to the side. And when I did that, I told James Jr., I said, every single one of my colors. There's no repeats in this blanket except I have 2. And he's like, I don't like that. You have to get them. You have to get rid of those. Rearrange it so that I said I can't rearrange it.
James Jr. He definitely needs to be an engineer like his mother, because I'd put those 2 next to each other just because.
I said, can you find them? There's 2. He's like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. They have
Did he
to
find?
all be different. Or
Did he find them?
I showed him where they were. Anyway, it was just really funny. So enough about the Hexie blanket. I want to make 20 of these.
Did you move it?
Well, there were 3. Okay, so what happened was there were 3 that were repeats with the arrangement that I originally had. And then when I rearranged it, I only needed 2 repeats, but the 3 repeats were already in the blanket. So there was going to be 1 that wasn't used at all. And he said, oh my God, you can't do that. You have to use. So I had to take out one of the 3rd repeats, pick up the stitches. Otherwise, it would have taken out half my blanket because of the way they're connected.
You wouldn't have had any of that because nobody, Debbie, you're crazy. You talk about me being OCD. That's OCD to the max. And
but the one that was going to be left out was the one that James loved the most. This green and orange one.
You're not even keeping this one, and the person that gets it probably wouldn't even know.
I know, but this just makes funny stories. Oh, my son. It was too much. So this is just waiting for the border, and then this will be done.
That's so pretty. I can't wait to see it done.
Now I can't wait to start another one.
What do you think about the marled idea? Yes.
What do you mean marled idea? Hold 2 different colors together? No.
Debbie.
No.
Yes, of course. They don't have to be like red and a blue, but something that's speckled that has that. Or what if you hold one and use mohair for the second?
Oh my gosh, that'd be so That'd be so hot, that blanket with all mohair.
You're not putting it on yourself, are you?
Whoever uses it, the mohair, I think, will just get all.
If you use it,
I'll let you make that one.
When you get old, I'll put it over your lap in your wheelchair, because when we get old, we'll be really cold, and I'll put on you. I'll say, don't you remember when I told you to use the mohair? Aren't you glad you used the mohair? And you're like, Mo who? Who's that?
You're crazy.
That'd be pretty. Have texture to it.
I'm going to have to think about it some more. Here's my Galliano socks.
Oh, what yarn is that?
This is one of my yarn purchases that I got this week. The Wool Barn.
Oh, that's right. I saw your post. Boy, weren't those pretty colors?
Yes.
You liked my blue so much you had to put it on your nails. And I got rid of my blue because Ronnie wasn't too fond of it.
He didn't like blue on your nails?
Do you like that color? I thought to myself, well, no, I actually hate it. That's why I put it on my nails. I'm like, yeah, kind of. But I got them redone yesterday, so I got pink.
That's nice. I got mine done yesterday, too. So I've got those on the needles, and I'm holding, that's with this Maya's, the Wool Barn yarn.
Yes.
And this is her twist sock 4-ply in Wild Berries. It's a 80/20 superwash merino nylon, 400 yards in 100 grams. That's that.
So pretty.
And I bought more yarn because you can't buy yarn from across the pond without having it with some mates. It has to come with some mates. You can't just buy one. So, should I show you how far I got on my light rain?
Yes.
I did a lot of knitting since the last podcast and a lot of crocheting.
It's only been about... No, it's been, I think, 3 weeks. Oh, Debbie, that looks... Oh, you've done a lot.
I got the body done except for the ribbing on the bottom.
So you got all the way to the bottom until the ribbing is the only thing you have left?
Right.
Oh, looks nice. Is that long? Is it going to be kind of a long sweater or no?
Yeah. I think it's going to be kind of long. So right now it's like right at... It's kind of like right at my jeans waistband. So the ribbing will take it down to hip.
That'll be pretty.
Just below the hip.
And then you get to go onto Sleeve Island. Yay. Take a drink.
I know.
You can flips on oh no, it's not the same gauge. Never mind.
So I like that. That's going good. But it's kind of like one of those things where you're in the sea of a solid color for a while and then you say, okay, I need to look at something else. So I would work on the Hexie blanket and work on the socks but I really love this color. I really want the sweater. I want the finished object. So I'm definitely going to keep plugging away at that. And that once I get the ribbing started, that'll be good, like TV knitting. You know, you just go. You don't have to think about it. You just do it. So that's all I have on the needles. Well, I have my the Flexi Flips. I'm going to put my second Cyril sock on using the Sarin yarns. I'm going to put that on the second sock, and then I'll cake up a second skein of this so that I can alternate skeins. And I'll have my Galliano socks, the Cyril socks, and my 2 sweaters. I'm not sure what I'm going to take with me on the trip.
You need to cast on 6 more socks so you have as many sock whips as me. Okay.
I bought some yarn and I do want to cast on. I think I want to make Helen's socks from the Lane magazine. What are they called? Fragment. Do you remember Fragment socks?
Tracy was making those at the retreat, wasn't she? Oh, nice.
So Tanya gave me a birthday present of a gift certificate to a local yarn store. So I went down there and I picked this up.
Pretty.
What's
that made of?
It's 75% alpaca, 25% nylon.
I thought so. Are those going to be gift socks?
Gift socks?
What are you gonna make it? Oh, those. Okay, we were just talking about the fragment socks, and then you pick up that yarn.
I think I'm gonna make fragment socks out of this.
Somebody else? They're gonna be really hot.
No, maybe not for somebody else. It gets cold here in the wintertime. They'll be cozy socks that I'll wear in the house, and I won't wear them in shoes because I don't know that the alpaca will hold up all that great long term. But these will be socks that maybe I'll put in my slippers. I don't know. What do you guys think about 75% alpaca, 25% nylon? Do you think that's okay for socks or no? It is 25% nylon.
Do you hear him?
Hello.
Are you there?
Leave a comment. Let me know what you think.
You're saying yes, Debbie. No, Debbie, don't do it. I met somebody last weekend.
Oh, yes.
Carrie from Yucca-Haney Yarns. Is that how you say it? Yucca-Haney Yarns? Yarns. Okay. Okay. There is her feed.
Yoganey? I don't know how you say it.
Yucca-Haney.
You're a Heine? You're a Heine Yarns?
You're Heine Yarns. She dies.
Oh, pretty.
She just did a kit with Steel City Stitch or Roberta.
Okay. She did the beat.
Oh. Wait a minute. Time out. Yes.
Pretty. Oh, that Grello. So pretty.
No. So, okay, here we are. We went to Longhorn.
Yay. Oh.
She was visiting her dad and her mother-in-law. Her dad and her stepmom. And she brought gifts. And I told her after we left there, I was texting her. I said, do I have to share any of them with Debbie? She says, if you don't, I won't tell anybody. But now that I've said it, I'll have to share. Okay, so she said, we can decide. Let me show you what she brought. You know, everybody's doing the whole cashmere, MCN. Well, she's got MYN. She does yak, merino yak, and nylon.
Ooh, that sounds scrumptious.
But I'm not going to show you that yet. I'm going to show you a couple of her singles. It's got a 70 merino, 30% silk.
Oh my goodness.
This is called grape soda. And the other one she brought, same base, is called cloudy.
Oh. Oh, Amy.
It is so soft.
That's not a single, right?
These are singles.
Oh, they are? I've been thinking about another striped singles sweater. Do you remember the sweater that
I only have one of these.
Helen had on at EYF? It was striped, and she wore it to Rhinebeck, I think the year before. Confetti, I think.
Is it? Maybe that is it.
She made hers with Woolenvine yarns, and with my Archer and the singles and the stripes, I might have to make another Archer.
Okay, so you may have to, but look at this.
Or maybe I'll make a confetti. I don't know.
This is her, okay, 65% merino, 20% yak, 15% silk. And this almost is the exact color as my Mrs. Babs.
A little bit more purpley. Oh my gosh. How many yards are in that?
This is, hold on a minute. Yards.
You only have one?
523 yards. Look at this in the gray.
Oh my gosh.
You're going to be able to choose which ones. And then this other is her, just her 75, 25. Hold on. I gotta take it out of the, I'm going to take it out of the thing so you can see the color so much better. I don't want to rip it.
I'm looking up confetti.
Look at this.
Ooh, that screams socks to me.
And look, and she also sent this gold.
Oh my gosh, for heels and toes.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That's cool.
Carrie is a smart chick. So
okay.
You have to let me know which ones you want.
There's Vera Valmaki's confetti sweater. A-line, striped.
Yes. That's the one that she knit. I think that's the one.
I might have to knit this one. Oh, it's got a pretty little pattern on the bottom. I didn't realize that the edging and the top and the sleeve and around the bottom.
Is it a lace?
No, it's almost like a basket weave looking kind of broken rib thing. Those are beautiful, Amy.
They're pretty. Thank you, Carrie. I promise I'll take 1 or 2 or 3 to California. Oh, that's so pretty. I don't know about that neck, though. That neck may have to be modified. It's kind of a square on the side, right? It looks like it's filled in.
It's filled in because then it's a, what do you call it? Raglan increase.
Shall we tell everybody about another very funny, coincidental, ironic thing that happens to two sisters on two sides of the country, and we almost feel like we're the same person?
Yes, tell them the story.
Okay, so Debbie said something about, I made a purchase, and it was a little extravagant, not that big a deal. And I don't know what she said that ticked me off. And I said, I know exactly what you did. You went and bought the Knit Two Together Lolo July colorway because guess what?
Not Lolo.
Not Lolo. Sorry.
You Loco.
Loco and Grocery Girls. You bought 2 of those in July. She says, oh my God, how did you know? I said, because I did the same exact. We both bought for the other, and now 2 of the same colorway. So Debbie said, what? Are you kidding me? I said, nope. I was going to save it for you for Christmas. And we just thought the same. So Debbie messaged Nicole. She was so sweet. She said, listen, I'll just send you guys the July colorway and I'll send you the August colorway. You are sworn to secrecy. Do not say anything about it. Do not show it. We said, okay, we won't. So we got them this week. Oh my gosh, they're really, really cool. And if there are any spots left for August, you're probably going to want to get them.
Yes. Go out and get it.
July, shall we just give a spoiler alert and tell people if you have ordered that, then you might not.
Jody and Tracy already showed it on their podcast.
Oh, they did.
So,
well, then everybody's seen it. They don't need to see it from us, but we're going to show it anyway. Make sure you pull out the right one.
I have the right one.
Hold on. Which one is it called? Popsicles and Ponytails.
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready? You have it?
How did I know that this was the right one? Does it say July on it?
No?
No, I know it's the right one, but how did we know which was which? Did she tell us?
No, because on the tag,
Has
August, you
all of them.
gives away sort of what's August coming up. Don't say it though,
No, I won't. Okay, you ready?
because you can tell this is the right one, right?
Yes.
Because okay, go ahead. Oh my God, it is so beautiful.
Okay,
And
so
what I
your mini looks a little bit different from mine. Mine is like mostly all pink. Yours has a little bit lighter in it, but that's fine with me. Yours is more variegated. See how mine is like
yes,
mostly pink?
yes.
And then my skein,
Yours has a little bit more blue,
my
unless it's
blue, yeah, my blue is a little bit more brighter, and I have these pops of real bright gold. So they're a little bit different. And I have some of this like pinky red.
gosh, that I don't have much of that. It's so soft.
I know
Oh my
her Phyllis sock base is really nice. Really
God,
nice.
great.
So aren't those awesome together?
Shall I cast on number 10? Or what number did we have? How many whips of socks do we have? I don't know. I think I may save this for something else.
I'm going to save this for now.
Thank you, Nicole, for humoring us.
Yes, thank you for being so sweet. It was so funny because after that we recorded last time, I said I bought some yarn and I got a little surprise and for you. And she said, "Well, is it for Christmas?" I said, "Well, not really. I mean, it." And the reason why we both bought it is because Wendy's birthday's in July, so we were both drawn to the whole
Yeah,
July
we would have gotten
thing.
showered with gifts and all kinds of things from Wendy, even like
Yeah.
for our stuff. She just went all out with that.
So
Okay,
love it.
love it.
Oh, and then
Okay,
this was the extra. Did you show yours?
no, I didn't know if that went with this one or the next one.
It
No,
went with this one.
yes, I have it.
So that's cute.
Okay, I need to message the people that won the things.
I have more yarn to show.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, so you know we're doing our knit along in our group right now for the drizzle socks.
Yes.
And Lizzie Ann Yarns was so sweet to send me a giveaway. And wait till you see this. You guys are going to flip out. This reminds me of like green apples.
I have to. Okay, I can't see with those on. That's why they're sunglasses and to be worn outside. I love that. And it shouldn't be given away. It should be bought. Everybody should buy some.
Look at that, you guys. This is Apple Blossom, 7525 merino nylon
It is so delicate and pretty. Look at those speckles.
by Lizzie Ann Yarns. It's gorgeous. So that's going to be one of our giveaway prizes for the Drizzle Socks giveaway. And you have all the way until the end of August. Plenty of time to join in.
Plenty, plenty, plenty of
She
time.
also sent us a skein. One for you and one for me. And we have to pick who gets what.
Holy cow. The purple has some blue specks and the blue has some purple specks.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's going to be hard to choose. Of course, I would always tend towards the purple, but maybe because I tend towards the purple, maybe I should.
That's what I told her. Look, the purple even has this like red in it. I don't have much purple in my stash. I have a lot of blue.
All right, save the blue one for me. When I come out, we'll swap off.
Okay. And then I bought yarn. Remember when I bought some yarn from the wool barn?
Yes.
So these were the other two skeins. So the first thing I saw on Instagram, she had a post of some of her minis. And I said, oh my gosh, those are so beautiful. I think I need to go buy some minis.
Oh.
This is her classic minis beach hut set. So there's like this is almost tending towards a minty green. There's like a beautiful blush pink, this nice sand color, and then this beautiful blue, and this beautiful buttery yellow.
Oh my gosh, so pretty.
So those are gorgeous. So once I saw those, I said, then I said, they can't travel by themselves. No way. So
Not that
then I
far.
started looking at her tonals, beautiful solids, and I found these two cashmere 4-ply sock, MCN 80-10-10, 388 yards, or 383 yards per 100 grams. This is her powder colorway. It's a beautiful blush. Oh, it's very similar actually to the sweater. Yes.
Yes.
It's a beautiful neutral. I saw so many patterns come out recently for socks that were cozy and a little bit of a pattern on them. And all the speckled yarn is beautiful, but it doesn't show off those patterns very well.
The only pattern that I have found that you can use for self-striping, for speckled, for variegated, for solid is Hermione's Everyday Sock. That is the only pattern that is across the board would fit
Well,
anything.
blueberry waffle is also a really good pattern for.
Yeah, I've seen that. Well, I don't know how much that would work for stripes. Have you seen people use that for stripes?
Yeah, you could use it for stripes too. So this is her charcoal, and this is her blush. And then, of course, I have my wild berries that I have my socks.
And that was a blue? Another blue.
No, this is gray. It's charcoal.
In your Galliano socks.
Purple.
Oh, it's a purple.
It's like a berry, a deep purpley.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you can tell next to this color.
Yes. Oh my gosh. You like that pattern? Is it fun?
Yes, it's really fun. There's only 2 rows where you have to do anything. Everything else is pretty much follow the knits and purls.
Cool.
Super easy, super fun. So these might become fragment socks.
That would look pretty.
Mm-hmm. And I haven't knit any MCN. I have a pair of MCN socks that was gifted to me that I love. They're really, really cozy and soft. But I've never knit MCN into socks, and I think that would just be really, really fun. So that's all my yarn. Okay, I'm done.
A pill. Maybe not. MCN. Would it pill on socks a little bit, maybe?
Yeah, they get a little fuzzy. But that's okay.
Okay, so I will get in touch with all of those winners. We have 2 threads that will be going up. Vicky's Potluck Pullover and Jen's Springtime Melody Shawl.
Yep.
And remember, Sarah Stevens has the Harry Potter Advent Calendar 10% off. HP Advent 2018, and her website is GraceLynnwool.com. Can't believe people are selling their Advents 6 months. Well, it takes, I tell you what, you guys.
It takes that much time to put them together.
I did it last year. Melissa was messaging me, you're going to do it again? I said, HELL, no. Too much work.
Yeah.
Not that I don't care to work, but if I have a full-time job, I'm already working, and then you come home, and do you want to do more work? No. You want to sit and knit? Yes.
Yeah.
But I have some other things coming down the pike that I'm working on for maybe special Christmas presents people can buy. And I have a very, very limited, my Gertie bags. I'm still working on the olive color linen. So they're going to be a very limited quantity. And since, let's talk about Etsy. We can't have any more Screw Etsy sales because I've already, so before I formally closed down Mr. Indigo's Bags and Indigo Color Company, which it's now closed down. You can't go to
both of them you've closed?
Both of them closed.
Okay.
I got a random survey from Etsy. And guess what the very first page said? You have to check the box to agree not to talk about it on any social media or anything else, or take any pictures or say anything about the survey. So guess what? We're going to talk about the survey. I'm only kidding. We're not. Mom would be very mad. Can you believe that they had that at the very beginning? Sounds like somebody's feeling a little guilty.
Was this just a random email that you got?
Random email.
I probably deleted it. I didn't even open it.
I think because of all the hubbub and all the rigmarole, they said, well, maybe we should ask the people who have shops on our website what they might want.
Yeah. I bet you they had a ton of people close their shops down.
Well, then of course the very last box was a free text box. I used all the characters I could. Hey, you ask this girl what her opinion is, guess what?
You're going to get it.
And I understand if you can't be kind, be quiet, but it's okay to be tactful and be honest, because that's exactly what I did.
Especially when you're asked for your opinion, then it's very much okay.
Because I didn't want them just to delete it, but I gave them my opinion, and that's okay. So anyway, that's all we're going to say about Etsy. That since I wasn't supposed to talk about the survey, and I needed to say something because I don't follow rules very well.
No.
Other than that, that's all I have to say.
Okay.
But so somebody asked me yesterday, my sister-in-law, she's like, well, how are you going to sell stuff if you don't have your Etsy shop? And I'm not going to go to a Craftsy. I'm not going to go whatever thank you for all the suggestions. I guess Ronnie feels like this is taking up way too much of your time. And I don't mind doing it, or I wouldn't keep doing it.
Yeah.
So in the very rare occasion, I might dye some yarn and say, hey, I have an update. Even though there's no shop to go buy as an update, I think I'm probably going to do like I have done just recently. I'm going to post pictures on Instagram. I'm going to have people private message me. I'll give as much information as I can. I'll even put what they sell for, so you don't have to message me and say how much does it sell for, because then I have to reply. And I'll put all the information in. And if you want it, then you can private message me, and I'll tell you where to send PayPal money, and you give me your address, and I'll send it off. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing it that way because I can. But you still have some bags in Aunt Jan's bags, right, in your shop?
And I messaged her, because she was gifted from Mom most of the fabric. She has very little cost that goes into the bag, so she makes a really pretty good. That's why her bags are so reasonably priced.
Yeah.
They're priced $24, $28, depending if it's pieced or if it's just a straight fabric bag. There's still a lot of labor that goes into putting them together. Yes. But it was still worth it to her just to keep selling them on Etsy, even when the prices go up and Etsy starts taking more of her profit. It was still worth it for her because she doesn't want to have to open up her own website, and she doesn't want me to have to spend more time doing all of that messaging stuff. So So she'll still have some bags in the shop, and I had one actually that just sold the other day, and I didn't get to the post office yesterday, so I'll try and package that up and have one of the boys take it over there this week. But yeah, she still has some bags in my shop. So
okay. So I'll be going to the beach next weekend and into the middle of the following week.
And the following weekend I'll be gone.
Yes, because you're going to be traveling.
Right. So it's looking like the end of July would be when we would
start school here, July 27th. Ridiculoso.
What date of the week is that?
It's a Friday. It's always a Friday. I guess they get all the kids jittery and then they come back over the weekend and they start. Which, whatever. July 27th. 2 days after Mom's birthday. July 27th.
Wow.
So anyway, Sky gets back from her trip with her dad. They went to West Virginia and Myrtle Beach. So she'll, like a week and a half after she gets home, she'll start school. So we're going to have to go school shopping. We have to get all of our school supplies, book bag.
Yeah.
Still dead of summer here, and they're starting back to school.
Well, they've got air conditioning, right?
Yes, they have air conditioning. So I'll be coming to California then in September.
That'd be fun.
It'll be fun. Okay, so we get pretty close with that, don't we?
I know. We're good at it now.
Well, if you can't be kind,
then be quiet and spend lots of time with your knitting. Get together with some friends. And if you can't get together with some friends, watch some podcasts and there will be your friends. We'll be your friends.
You won't have to knit alone, even though knitting alone is really fun. All right. Love you guys.
Love you. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.